Yo guys, so I'm back, and this is slightly long form video, I guess you can say. As y'all know, Apple has dropped iOS 2026. They moved from iOS 18 and they moved it to a yearly thing to unify the platforms, to make it across all Apple TV, Apple Watch, iPhone, iPad, the Mac, you know. So that's pretty nice. So it's out September 15. Been out since 10 a.m. PlayStation time. If you download it and you run it for a few hours, what do you think? What feature do you like? Did you like the feature I showed off about the copied speech? A very handy feature. And if you haven't watched that short, hit my profile. The video's down there. I will be coming out with another video displaying the different changes of the iOS 2026 and other features that I believe can benefit us in the blind community. But if you have a favorite feature, drop it in the comments. I like that. I know I can't see it. I can just imagine the liquid glass. If you have a little bit of vision or a partial, let me know. Drop a comment. What do you think? And also, did you know if you don't like the transparency and you have a visual impairment, you can reduce the transparency as well. I drop a video on how to do that. So it's customizable. Pretty dope, pretty dope. Another feature that I seen is when somebody says your name and your phone will let you know when somebody says your name. For example, you could be listening to music. Hey, some people like to bump. I like to bump. I ain't gonna lie. So when somebody says your name, your phone will warn and give you a notification that somebody spoke your name. Handy for use cases like that. But if you're visually impaired and have a hearing impairment as well, this feature is pretty dope. Pretty dope. Some people are gonna like it. What also I like, and this is if you have a newer phone that has Apple Intelligence. I like the new screenshot feature. And sometimes it gives you automatic summary. You can turn that on, but sometimes it's a hit or miss. I've been messing with it. I've been playing with it. If that's the feature you like, let me know. Drop a comment as well. I know a thing that I always check, and I was looking forward to this, is the battery, letting you know when and how much time is your phone gonna take to get to 80%. You have that, but you also have how much it's gonna take to get to 100. And since I've been looking at it back and forth, sometimes it will tell you 23 minutes for 80%, but an hour and a half for 100%. I don't know. Pretty, it lets you know, but it's pretty dope because then you know how long to charge your phone. The better the wattage, the better the thing goes. What else? Also, so within the screenshots, also, if you have that Apple Intelligence, you can ask it what it sees. You can even share it. It's pretty dope. I like that. Before you would get a thumbnail, and if you're visually impaired, you're searching around. Where is this thumbnail at? Let me find this thumbnail for the screenshot. Now you can have it as a thumbnail, or if you want to customize it, have it full screen. And I like it full screen. That's something to do, because if you do have Apple Intelligence, you can ask it, or you can share it. If you don't have Apple Intelligence, quick tip: hit that share button, hit the ChatGPT or Be My Eyes, boom, get a description of that screenshot. So that's pretty dope. So some of my things that I noticed of the iOS 2026, honestly, I've been looking at their devices. This is another thing that I wanted to touch on, the iPhone Air. A lot of people are comparing the phones right now. I know the iPhone Pro Max got the biggest battery, slightly thicker. The iPhone Pro as well. And the iPhone Air, slimmer than a pin sometimes, depending on the size of the pin you have, but it's slim. And I've been seeing these videos online about people trying to bend them and people are claiming unbendable. I'm about to check that out pretty soon. Let the like a lot of things are sold out. The iPhone is sold out. The Pro Max is, they're saying it's sold out. The Air sold out. AirPods 3, you don't get them until 2 weeks later. Um, and if you're in AirPods, let me know if you're gonna get these AirPods 3, the Pro 3. I said it backwards too. That's AirPods Pro 3. Okay. I have the second ones. I like it. It blew me away when I first started using them with the noise cancellation. Works good, but there's Apple's claiming 2 times noise cancellation. That's pretty dope. I want to check that out. Now touching on the iPhone Air again, a lot of mixed reviews here. I'm hearing good reviews as well, but a lot of mixed reviews because of the small battery and a lot of analysts were talking about, did Apple make the right move? And before it actually was unveiled, they already knew that it was going to come with a battery pack. But a lot of analysts were saying, is this a bad move? How does this look on Apple? But what? One thing about Apple, we know from Steve Jobs and the Apple team, their mission is to get you a phone that is like a slab of glass, ultra thin, real small, no buttons, no ports, no nothing, just like a sheet of glass. That's where they want to get to. And you could kind of say they were going towards that goal with iPhone 7, the 8, the iPhone 8. But recently, we've been seeing the iPhone slightly thicker, protruding camera, other things like that, But I believe with the iPhone Air, it's moving one step towards their goal and showing all the technology they have come and got and put it in one device, and actually even put a Pro chip. That's a plus. Putting the Pro chip kind of had me thinking, I might even get this phone. Having other Apple chips as well that are in there, that are making it use the battery and reduce battery use, and that titanium and that coating, that extra coating it has. I'm thinking of getting it. I actually have a MagSafe battery pack that I love that, because I can just slap it on. It tells me the battery, how much, all that good stuff. But let me know what you're excited about. What's your favorite feature from iOS 2026? And what you think of the iPhone Air? Let me know. Drop a comment. And let me know if y'all like these long form videos, more of a style like a sit back, have a conversation. Let me know if y'all like me to go live or anything like that. So, to my subscribers and my commenters, what's up, guys? Good looking out, showing me love on the comments, like conversating back and forth with you guys. So drop a comment on whatever platform you're on and you see my content, drop a comment. I'll catch y'all later.